Hello and welcome back to TCG Dreamland. Today we're going to take a look at the Phyrexia All Will Be One Complete bundle as well as all the oil slick foils. Um, I have not been watching the market for these specifically, but as you know, the oil slick foils are something that are new and they're only available in the complete bundles. And anytime there's something new that is like stupidly high priced before release, that's something you want to keep an eye on, something you want to analyze after it comes out, see what the market trends are so that you're able to better predict these kinds of things in the future. So we'll start with the bundle itself. I know at one point these were like almost $200. So we're going $80, $90 is what the special kind of bundles with like collector packs are usually worth. This is not like one of those with just like extra collector booster packs in it. It's actually a whole separate thing. It seems like market price went as high as 162. I know they were selling for more than that at one point. Let's see the sales history. If we go back, this is 1 week after release. I forgot to mention that. So can we go back? How far will this let me go back? Can we go back to like mid-February? This is going to take forever. Okay, well, we're not going to go that far back. I know these were selling for more than 163. Market price is just like the average of all the recent sales. And so it looks like 162 was the peak. 162, 163-ish was the peak. And it has fallen dramatically from then. Not obviously back down to like the $80, $90, which it's supposed to be for like the regular special bundles. Like it's regular specials, kind of an oxymoron. But you know, the bundles that are not just the standard bundles, they usually have collector packs in them. And it's currently 123, lowest listing. Like that's like 125 basically, with shipping included. This guy has 2. This guy has 10, just over 125, 126. There's still a lot of them available, considering everyone was saying that these were like ridiculously high priced and they were sold out everywhere, and the oil slicks were going to be a ton of money, and people were just going to open these and sell the oil slick foils and make a ton of money. And it seems like that's not happening. So let's actually go and look at some of the foils themselves. Elesh Norn, obviously the highest one because it's a freaking great card. Actually, Sheoldred Stepping Complete foils the... Oh, wait, no, Elesh Norn's over here. Yeah, the Elesh Norn Stepping Complete, 154. But that's a regular set. We're looking at the oil slicks. I haven't looked at any of these in quite a while, which is why I'm just kind of interested. But let's look at the oil slicks specifically. I mean, before it used to be like all the oil slicks were, all of the oil slicks were way above everything else. But obviously they have kind of fallen in line. Obviously they're slightly more limited, so actually looking at, yeah, honestly looking at the number of listings, they're actually fairly comparable to Step and Complete foils in terms of supply. All right, that's interesting to know. Icar Moon I got. Phyrexian Obliterator's a good card. Jay's Perfected Mind. Vraska. We'll just go through the first couple pages. All right, so that was the bundle. You can see the bundle has fallen considerably. Now let's look at this. Elesh Norn, at one point, this was before release in end of February, $247, $248, and current market price, 97 and change. That is like a ridiculous, that's more than 60%. That drop is astronomical. That is crazy. If you bought a bunch of these trying to flip these oil slicks, you are hurting right now. So so I'm glad I didn't do that. 97.95, the lowest listing. This one's about 98. Yeah, so 98, 99, $100. Yeah, I mean, there's only 4 listings below $100. That's still quite an expensive card, but considering at one point it was $247, that is a huge decline. So let's take a look at Atraxa, second highest. Kind of went up and then down and then up, and then there was a dip. So it was what's that called? I forget what they call it. The something something bounce. I forget what it's called, but it like dips and then goes up and then it falls drastically, and you see that a lot. So $100 at one point, just over $100 was its peak. Again, at the end of February, right before these actually released, and they have fallen. I mean, look at that. We can go to the 1 month even. So yeah, I mean, that is fallen a lot. So actually, now that we're in the closer up, we can see it's 108.62 was the actual height. Now it's down just above 70. Current market price is actually higher. I'm not sure what's going on there. Sometimes the graph and the listed market price are a little bit different. Most recently sold listings, 2 for 65, 1 for 61. So the last 3 copies sold all below market price. We've got 71, 72, just over 72, just over 72. So 4 copies right around 71, 72, falling from the height of 108. On to Mondrak, another good card. All right, that was a height of 130-ish, 127 on the high. There you see the little bounce again. Got down to 50, now it's back. It went up a little bit, and now it's slowly coming back down. Current market price, 56 and change. So it went from 127, currently 56 and dropping. So let's continue on. What are we at? 7 minutes? Okay. It's not lasting too long. I'll just go through these other ones real quick. So a height of 90, 98, just under 98. Currently 43. So that's more than a 50% drop in 1 week. We've got height of right before, actually that's not right before release, but in January, someone was buying these for like almost 120. Right before release, we have 109. Now a week after release, all the way down to 32. Wow, that is from $110 to $33. Percentage-wise, that is absolutely horrible. If you bought these to sell, that is horrible. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is just talking more generally. This is kind of how the MTG market just has been recently, which is really sad. Whoops. Put that back there. All right, so height just before release, 110 again, now down to 20. Holy crap. It's more than 80% drop. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, no one cared. No one gives 2 F's about these oil slicks. Dropped from over $100 to $20. That is absolutely crazy. Vraska, this will be the last one we look at. Vraska is also a nice card. Almost 110, just under 110 right before release. Down to $20. That's absolutely crazy. So as you can see, this is my first reaction to this. And that is absolutely insane. The amount that these cards have dropped. That is absolutely insane. If you bought these to try and flip, wow. If you were buying these bundles for, 120, 140, 160 at their peak, current lowest listing, 125, and then you pull, because each one of these only has like 2 oil slicks in it, right? It's just a pack with like 2 cards or 3 cards. Maybe it's 3. But can you imagine paying $160 and then getting 3 $20 cards? And this isn't even, let's look, how far do these go? Because this is just the first 2 pages. What's the cheapest oil slick I can find? Probably this one. Luca's a pretty bad card that no one wants. Are there any other oil slicks that aren't lands? I think that's the cheapest one. Alright, so let's look at this. Luca, just before release, $85, which isn't even its highest. But just before release, $85, and it's now $8.36. Holy crap. That is over a 90% drop in value. That is absolutely insane. That is absolutely crazy. $85 and now it's $8.36. The most recent, oh, look at all these recent sales. Under $8, $7.78. A whole bunch of copies. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 copies for $7.78. All of the sales today have been under $8. That is absolutely ridiculous. A 90% drop in value in a week. These came out a week ago. That is insane. Okay, so basically, let's get back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video. The point of looking at all this is because this is a new thing that they're trying out, right? And so we want to look at how the new things play out in the market to be able to predict things in the future. And you know, this is the first time they've done a bundle of this type with specific foils that you can only get in the bundle, and these absolutely crashed and burned. These absolutely crashed and burned. That is over a 90% decline in value 1 week after release. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. I'm so glad I didn't like go out and buy a bunch of these. Yeah, so this is a good lesson, and I'm glad I didn't learn it the hard way, because I've learned lessons the hard way before, especially with what was the set that came out a few months ago, with all the shock lands. Unfinity. I bought like 30 boxes of Unfinity trying to flip shock lands, and that didn't turn out too well. This is even worse. This was even worse. So yeah, that's very interesting to see. I mean, that's been the common theme with Wizards of the Coast lately and Magic the Gathering, is they just overprint everything. Everything is grossly overprinted. You know, whether overprinted, reprinted, you name it, they're doing it. Anything that keeps it from having value in the secondary market, they are doing it. So, yeah, wow. Okay, so thank you for watching this kind of a market update analysis video. If you like these, make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing these fairly regularly from now on, because I'm doing fewer box openings, so I have to supplement with more of this type of content. I do it frequently with Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, so if you like this type of video for either Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.